south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Throwing first play is Lance. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game. So they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara.
Okay, ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Lance to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Lance throwing out wide for Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down. The Niners sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
52 blaster. Check you. Steel black. Light blue.
The Lance going to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Let's go.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1, he ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Green back. Blue striker.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
Ready. Throw, 52.
Here we go on 4th down. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. They can change.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Going right back to Fant. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Lockett the man in motion. First carry here for Ken Walker. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Smith. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Drake Jackson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
On the jump.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. but his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The slot man in motion right. Sticking with Walker on second down. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
18 Rattler.
Smith on third down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Paris Campbell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
To throw again on second down, Lance. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This one complete, Lance to Kittle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on second down, Lance. And this one too low.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
And Lance now to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Lance and company going on fourth down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Lance looks to throw again. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Hey. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. Touchdown! Bo Melton, 37 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watch the other side just breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's got room. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 56 yards. And the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
On first down, Smith. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Slot man moves right. On second down, it's Walker. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Throwing now is Geno. He'll find Metcalf. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Trying the left side with Walker. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Hey, check that, street.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. This is the tight end Fant. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Play action. It's Smith. Looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Lockett, the man in motion. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Smith throwing again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Ready, quick.
Now Geno on first down. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Nick Bosa showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
After the sack on first down, Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Geno. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the 30 on second down, Lance is going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, 70 yards. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And going right back to Walker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Okay, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Geno now to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Smith. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Strike 2. Red, cycle. Hey, check mega. Ready?
Lance now on first down. This pass complete to Melton, and he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Set, ready. 6, 7. Ultra. No ultra. Black ultra. Ready.
To throw again on second down, Lance. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Trying to connect with Bo Melton, and it's third down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Watch out, 52.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready.
The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, left. Black shot. Red, yellow. Black, red.
Throwing now is Lance. He's able to find Melton. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Jack.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Check back.
2nd and 5 now. Lance. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Smith. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And this one is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Smith. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running left is Walker. Down to about the 32.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And room there to work it inside the 25.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On the jump.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Let's go.
Smith. Left side complete to Lockett.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now it's Smith. And he's got it.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Smith now to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, 49ers 28.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Their catch remains at the 24-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances